This is the 2025 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Malt Experiment, Amber Ale. Thanks to our sponsors. 5 Star Chemicals. Check out their new online straight-to-consumer homebrew shop where you can buy everything from Star San and line cleaner to the new liquid PBW that can be used at temperatures as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out their online store at 5starchemicals.com/home-brewing. Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store. A local homebrew shop in Danvers, Massachusetts. Order any malt they offer in any quantity you want, and if you order before 11 a.m., they'll package your items and ship out the very same day. Visit the store at www.beer-wine.com. Let's get tasting. What's going on, guys? Nick Lessigore here, Exit 12 Homebrew in the house. I'm here with another beer review for the 2025 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Malt Experiment. And I'm here with a special one, a very special one, from my boy and yours, Rigger Brew Dan.
A little bit of residual sweetness even. It looks like Billy only used 4.6% of the melanoidin. So this should keep it kind of tamed down as far as the color and complex sugars.
Rigger Brew Dan, kabang. Killing the game with the label. Love the gray, love the red. Dan is one of the most active members of the Brewtubers Online Brewers Club, and you could probably argue one of the most intelligent. Has a lot of experience, has a lot of knowledge. I go to him, I've gone to him a few times with questions, and he always has some good answers, provides links, everything else. Really great guy. I got to meet him in Asheville, North Carolina, for the Brewtubers Brew Union. If you join Brewtubers, you have an option to come with us. Every year we pick a new location, we all meet up for the weekend, and we have a great time. And I was able to meet him in person for the first time, which was really fun. So this beer is using, well, it's 5.8%, 31 IBUs, 056 OG, 013 FG. He's got the little QR code. I don't think I've ever had a Rigger Brew Dan beer. Actually, he might have sent me one box. I may have had one. Pro brewer, all time. Great, great brewer. Love his beers. CaraRed is the malt that he used for this beer. So CaraRed, it's a few different companies make them. Breese makes a CaraRed. Weyermann makes a CaraRed. The one by Breese is just called CaraRed Malt. The CaraRed by Weyermann is a specialty malt. You know, it's a specialty malt experiment. It's for when there's a desire to have a reddish color in the beer. It's good for Scotch ales, browns, and bocks. It also provides a full body and a nice malty aroma to the beer. So really fun characteristics, really fun description. I'm really excited to get cracked into this. It's going to be fun. Look at the head on that thing. That is a 1.25 fingers, maybe a full finger head. That is fantastic looking head right there. I purposely don't pour out the full can. That's by design. I don't want to get the dregs if I can avoid it, just in case there's dregs at the bottom of the can. A lot of us keg to can, and so you can kind of avoid that sometimes, but giving everybody the same pour. Nice head. This head is a bit different than the other heads that I've had on the beers. The head on this is really nice. Not really rocky. It's condensed. It's together. You know, with Billy's beer, there were a lot of big bubbles all around. Here, this is a more condensed head, a more uniform head. You can kind of see the bubbles, but the foam, the stability is there for sure. This beer is not as... I let this one sit out for a few minutes. This beer is not as transparent as the other ones. There is a decent amount of haze there. The head's dissipating a bit, but you have that nice little layer of foam just sitting on top. Let's get an aroma. Yeah, so I'm getting oh man, I'm getting way more of a bready character on this one. It's sweet. I'm definitely getting, I know you can't smell sweet. I'm definitely getting like a sweet character, but it's not as candy sweet as the other ones on the aroma. This one is more like, you can kind of smell the alcohol a little bit. 5.8%. You can kind of smell the ethanol to some degree, but it's more bready. It's more, more like almost like a slightly overcooked bread. Almost like a bread on a windowsill, not like fresh bread, but like, you know, warm bread kind of character. Oh, that's fun. It gives a different aroma than the ones that I've had. It's different, but in a good way. You get that kind of sweetness on the back end, but it hits you up front with that like kind of ethanol, bready kind of character. I'm gonna dive in. L'chaim. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, this is fantastic. So the malts of the show on this, man. Not as much bitterness. It's not as bitingly bitter as, biting in a good way as like the other ones I've had. I almost might want a tiny bit more bitterness. But that's really nice. So the bread character definitely comes through. It's not as sweet as the others. It definitely carries a bit of that kind of depthy character, similar to Billy's. It's not layered, but it is a different take on an amber ale from the ones that I've had. Mine, Kurt's, and Matt's carry a bit more sweetness, candy-like sweetness. Billy's and Dan's carry a bit more of that kind of roasty. Billy's was roasty, toasty. This is like bready character, you know? The difference between Billy's and Dan's and the others is that it's throatable. I mean, this is coming in at 5.8. It's packing a punch, and it's nice. It's more my style of amber. That CaraRed adds a different dimension. That's nice. It adds a more bready dimension, a more kind of, you know, out of the oven, sitting for about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, kind of that bread aroma that you get when you walk into the room. Almost like if you prepared flour and yeast and water and let it sit, when you cover the glass bowl with like a dish towel. When you pull the dish towel up and stick your nose in there, that's kind of the character I get here. It's like an uncooked kind of bread thing going. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that is nice. Very nicely carved, as you can see. That is a very nice beer. Okay, rankings time. From a variable perspective, you know, our goal is to rate the variable, not rate appearance, aroma necessarily. We want to give those characteristics when we're drinking the beer on camera. It would be pretty boring if we just took a sip of it and went, it would be a 1.5-minute video if we took a sip of it and just went, I like this variable more than the other one. From a variable perspective, this is firmly in second place for me. The Melanoid malt gave the beer it was nicely layered. This one is a different character that I prefer over the ones that I've had before it outside of the Melanoid malt. So this is very, very well done. Man, yeah, and I'm killing it. Very nice beer, Dan. Thanks so much for entering the experiment. Thanks so much for watching. Until the next one, I got a few more still to go. Really excited to get into them. This doesn't surprise me. Dan's a great brewer. Very detail-oriented, pays attention to the process, really cares about the process of brewing beer, and is very passionate, and it shows in the beer. So thanks so much, Dan. Thanks for watching. L'chaim.